Here is a fun thing about today. You are about to collect 25 little superpowers, each one wrapped as a random fact that can brighten your day in less than 10 seconds. Some of them are adorable, some are cosmic, some make you rethink the world a little, and a few might even make you smile out loud. And by the end of this video, you will have a whole pocket full of things you can share with friends, send in a message, or just hold on to whenever the day feels a little flat. Researchers in happiness science have a simple idea that sounds almost too basic. Tiny positive moments matter more than we think. Not huge life changes, not winning the lottery, not big dramatic events. Just small, pleasant, surprising things that give your brain a quick nudge. And when you collect enough of those tiny nudges, your overall mood shifts. That is the idea behind these facts. They are small, but they stack. Before we dive in, here is how this will work. Each fact comes with a short version, a little context, and a tiny takeaway you can actually use to make your day slightly better. Nothing heavy, no lectures, just small upgrades you can grab and go. All right, let's start with the world's easiest mood lifters, animals being unintentionally adorable. Fact 1. Rats actually laugh when they are gently tickled. This is real. Scientists recorded the high-pitched chirps and watched young rats chase human hands like puppies chasing a toy. They come back for more because to them it is playtime. The nice part about this is simple. Joy exists in places we rarely look. If even a tiny rat has room for laughter, you definitely have room for a small good moment today. Fact 2. Elephants show gentle care toward what they think are sleeping or injured beings. When a herd finds someone lying still, human or animal, they sometimes pause, touch them softly with their trunks, and even try to brush leaves or dirt over them like a protective blanket. Observers think this behavior overlaps with the way elephants mourn or guard their dead. The takeaway here is comforting. Compassion is not exclusive to humans. It is a language the natural world speaks far more often than we notice. Fact 3. A baby koala and a baby kangaroo share the same adorable title. Marsupials in general use that word for their little ones, which means you can technically call a baby wombat a joey too. This is the kind of fact that is almost a free sticker of happiness. It costs nothing, it is easy to remember, and it is guaranteed to make at least one person go "aw" when you tell them. Fact 4. Whales can let half their brain sleep at a time. They do this so they can continue surfacing for air while still getting rest. One hemisphere sleeps, the other stays awake, and then they swap. It is one of the most efficient biological tricks out there. The takeaway? Even the biggest creatures on Earth have strange, elegant ways of staying functional. You, by comparison, are doing great. Fact 5. Cats show attachment to their humans in ways that look a lot like toddlers bonding with parents. Behavior studies show that many cats greet their humans, follow them, check on them, and seek comfort from them. So the next time your cat sits on your laptop or stares at you during a meeting, that is not random chaos. That is affection expressed in the most cat-like possible form. Those are your feel-good animal facts. Now let us zoom in, because the next creature with unexpectedly cool behaviors is you. Your body and brain are secretly doing incredible things all day, whether you ask them to or not. Fact 6. Your eyes see your nose all the time, but your brain filters it out. It is sensory editing. Your brain decides your nose is not useful information and erases it from your awareness. It is a tiny reminder that your mind is constantly cleaning up reality for you. And you can train it to notice good things more often, just like it filters out the stuff that doesn't matter. Fact 7. Your skeleton is constantly rebuilding itself. You are not walking around with the same bones you had 10 years ago. The cells break down old bone and replace it with new bone in a continuous cycle called remodeling. It means you are quite literally a work in progress, and progress is built into your biology. Fact 8. Smiling, even a slightly forced one, can nudge your brain toward a better mood. Facial muscles send feedback signals that influence emotional centers in the brain. This does not magically fix a bad day, but it can nudge things in the right direction. Your body is weirdly cooperative like that. Fact 9. Small daily positive events have a stronger link to overall life satisfaction than giant dramatic events. Researchers who tracked people's days found that tiny wins, small pleasant moments, and short connections with others add up more reliably than once-in-a-lifetime highs. So, if today feels ordinary, that is not a failure. Ordinary days have the highest happiness potential. Fact 10. Frequent positive emotions over long periods are linked to better health and even longer life. Studies tracking thousands of people found that the accumulation of small pleasant feelings, not huge spikes of joy, predict things like emotional resilience and healthier behaviors. Basically, your brain rewards consistency, not intensity. And now that we covered the small world inside you, let us lift our eyes to the biggest possible stage, space. Cosmic facts have a special flavor of happiness. They make you feel tiny in the best way, like your problems have to shrink a little just to fit in the scale of things. Fact 11. Burping in space is very different from burping on Earth. Gravity normally separates liquids and gases in your stomach, but without gravity, everything stays mixed. Astronauts joke about this because a burp can easily turn into something called a wet burp. It is messy, uncomfortable, and a reminder that gravity quietly handles a lot of gross tasks for us. The comforting angle? Your body works surprisingly well considering how many things it relies on Earth for. Fact 12. Some of the starlight you see tonight left its star hundreds or even thousands of years ago. When the light finally reaches your eyes, you are witnessing a tiny piece of ancient history playing out in real time. This is one of the few magic tricks in the universe that requires no equipment. Just look up and you are looking into the past. Fact 13. There are more trees on Earth than stars in the Milky Way. Astronomers estimate our galaxy has around 100 to 400 billion stars. Meanwhile, one large-scale ecological study estimated Earth has roughly 3 trillion trees. That means the tree outside your window belongs to a group that outnumbers stars. A comforting perspective. Even small, familiar things can be part of something unimaginably vast. Fact 14. The atoms in your body were forged inside stars. The carbon in your cells, the oxygen you breathe, the iron in your blood, all of it came from ancient stars exploding and scattering their elements across the cosmos. You are not symbolically made of stardust, you actually are in the most literal physical sense. Fact 15. In the time it takes to watch this video, you travel thousands of kilometers through space. Earth is spinning fast, orbiting the sun even faster, and the whole solar system is moving through the galaxy as well. You are not sitting still, you are on a high-speed cosmic ride without even noticing it. And somehow, your coffee cup is still on the table. Now let us bring things back down to Earth, because the next 5 facts are about something surprisingly comforting: human progress. It is easy to think everything is getting worse, but the long-term numbers tell a different story. Fact 16. About 200 years ago, more than 80% of the world's population lived in extreme poverty. Today, that number is under 10%. There have been setbacks, and no line goes perfectly straight, but the overall trend is one of the largest improvements in human well-being ever recorded. It means the world is not just collapsing, it is also quietly improving in massive ways. Fact 17. Billions of people now have access to clean water, vaccines, electricity, and schooling, things that were unavailable to most humans throughout history. This rise in basic living standards is one reason global life expectancy grew so dramatically over the last century. Most of us are living lives that previous generations could not have imagined, not because we are lucky, but because global cooperation and science moved forward. Fact 18. Some countries make dramatic progress in surprisingly short periods. Between 2018 and 2024, Mexico lifted more than 13 million people out of poverty, a shift driven by economic changes and targeted policies. Progress can happen quickly when societies decide to push in the same direction. It is a good reminder that improvement is not just theoretical, it is measurable, happening in real time. Fact 19. Many people think the world is getting worse, even when the data shows improvement. Surveys reveal that when asked about global trends, poverty, literacy, health, safety, most people guess that everything is declining. This is called a perception gap. It does not mean the world is perfect, but it means your brain might be carrying more pessimism than necessary. Sometimes the facts are actually nicer than our assumptions. Fact 20. Around the world, there are large-scale efforts to plant trees, protect forests, and restore ecosystems. These projects are not magic fixes, but they are real, coordinated actions taken by governments, communities, and volunteers. The nice thought here is that there are countless people waking up every day and deciding intentionally to do something healing. Now we arrive at the final group of facts, the happiness hacks and microjoys. These are the practical ones, the things you can actually use today. Fact 21. Tiny, daily positive activities, like writing one sentence of gratitude or sending one kind message, can significantly increase happiness over time. Studies repeatedly show that small intentional actions have measurable emotional effects. You do not have to overhaul your life. One tiny action a day is enough to start. Fact 22. Small daily moments of joy have a stronger connection to long-term happiness than huge dramatic events. Big wins fade quickly, but small, repeated good moments leave deeper emotional tracks. That means today is not a throwaway day. Today actually counts more than you think. Fact 23. A short moment of awe, like watching a 4-minute nature video, can noticeably improve mood. Large-scale online projects showed that brief clips of places like Yosemite National Park consistently boosted people's happiness. Awe shrinks your worries just enough to give you breathing room. That is a gift you can give yourself anytime, even on a busy day. Fact 24. Micro moments of social connection, like a genuine compliment, a shared joke, or a brief kind text, work like tiny mood investments. They cost nothing and tend to come back to you in small positive ways. Humans are wired for connection, and your brain treats these tiny exchanges like little emotional nutrients. Fact 25. Learning something new is itself a microjoy. Novelty activates reward circuits in the brain, which is why fun facts feel satisfying to collect. Curiosity is not just entertainment, it is fuel. Every new fact is a small spark that keeps your mind awake and engaged. And now that you have collected all 25 facts, let us wrap this up with one small challenge. Out of everything you just heard, pick one fact that stuck with you a little more than the others. Maybe it was the idea that rats laugh when tickled. Maybe it was the reminder that your brain is quietly editing reality to help you function. Maybe it was the fact that there are more trees than stars, or that the world has made more progress than your newsfeed suggests. Or maybe it was the simple idea that small joys matter more than dramatic events. Your tiny challenge for today is simple. Share one of these 25 facts with someone. Send a text, drop it into a chat, mention it during a call, or tell it to a friend when you meet. That one little exchange creates a micro moment of connection, something your brain and their brain will appreciate far more than you expect. If you want to take it one step further, try adding one tiny joy to your day on purpose. Watch a short nature clip, write one line of gratitude, give one sincere compliment, do one kind thing. It does not have to be impressive. It just has to be small enough that you will actually do it. Because your life is not shaped by rare big moments, it is shaped by the tiny ones that repeat. And now you have 25 new tools to brighten those moments any day you choose. End of script.